What's up, glitches? And welcome to part 2 of Murder on the Marine Express. It's just a visual novel, so I don't expect this Let's Play, quote-unquote Let's Play, to be necessarily the most viewed. So if you actually stuck around to watch part 2, thank you. It actually means a lot. Like, something so, different. Very, very different. But hey, I guess, that's kind of my channel in a nutshell. I go for the weird stuff. And there's just something about this visual novel by the end that I liked. It was nice, short, simple, for the most part, with a nice little murder mystery story. I think you guys would like it. And it neatly fits within a nice, very different format of like having one episode every single day. So, thank you for watching part 2. I hope you continue to watch, and I hope you enjoy the murder mystery as it goes along. Thank you. I know Miss Marble wants us out of the way, but we have to get to the bottom of this case. Do you think we can find out who did it? Also, let me pause. What happens? Okay, we can save. Boop. Okay, what's this? Okay, we got a gallery. Oh, okay, we got... Ooh. We got skins for our phone, apparently. I'll go with, Skull. Actually, I'll go with, Marine Express. No, it looks like a flag. It looks like a very bright flag. Actually, it kind of looks like the... It kind of looks like the, I think it kind of looks like the trans flag, I think. Kind of. Or like one of the trans flags. Huh. Good for them. I'll go with Bloomin'. Actually, never mind. It's too bright. I'll go with Wildcats. What else is there? Settings, contacts. Oh, neat. Runko Togawa, age 17, grumpy girl who can't stand injustice. World-class doctors. Neat. Okay, and then it looks like we got a list of everyone's names and stuff. What's Marinette? Oh, we got like a list of everybody's texts. Huh. Neat. Okay. Oh, let's not dwell on that because that's distracting. Do you think we could still find out? Do you think we can find out who did it? Whoever it was, they must have gotten dirty after pulling out the weapon. Let's ask the rest of the girls. Maybe they saw something. What matters most right now is finding the culprit before panic starts to spread. Someone was murdered, and we don't know if the rest of us are in danger too. We have to find out what happened before things get even more out of hand. ... Are you okay? Yeah, it's just... What a terrible thing to do. Who would want to kill Mr. Shepard? No idea, but there's no way I can sit on my hands after seeing that. I promise we'll find the culprit, and whoever they are, they will pay for what they've done. Every act has a consequence. Murder on the Marine Express. I don't remember seeing anything unusual. Oh, you don't remember seeing anything unusual then? No, I don't think so. We were eating and stayed here chatting for a bit. I don't remember seeing anything out of the ordinary. Understood. Thanks for the help. Sorry for taking your time. Not at all. I hope you find something soon. We began our query by the dining car. It wasn't long before news of Mr. Shepard's murder was spread like wildfire. Like... Bit my tongue. Ow. Rick, ow. Ow. It bit my tongue. Ow. Ow. It wasn't long long before news of Mr. Shepard's murder had spread like wildfire, and grief had blended with disbelief among those present here. For now, none of the girls we spoke with provided any interesting information that could be useful in finding the culprit. Hey Renko, do you really think there is really someone who might know something? Well, what I think is we won't get anywhere if we don't ask any questions. There has to be someone who knows about Teach's last moments, or that saw someone going to his room. I'm not sure we'll be lucky enough to find someone like that. Well, look at that. I think I've just found one such person. Hey, Bayland. Huh? You stayed here after lunch. Have any ideas around what time Mr. Shepard left? What's this? And now are you playing sleuths? I think you are a little too old for that. We want to learn about the string of events between Teach leaving his car and his body being found in the room. They could be quite relevant. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not like your little friend. She wouldn't take her eyes off him. Who are you talking about? Irene, who else? That moron couldn't stop looking at him at lunch. I think you would close your stupid investigation sooner if you went straight to asking her. I'm sure she's the one who killed Teach. That's a very serious accusation. What makes you think so? Oh, come on. Are you pulling my leg? Don't you get it? She was laser-eyeing Teach the whole time during lunch. I'm surprised he didn't stare an actual hole into his face. He ditched Irene for those seniors, and she took that the wrong way. Then she got the typical pang of jealousy and snapped at him. Classic revenge. I would laugh at the cliche of it, weren't this such a tragic event. You don't have any proof of what you're saying. Please, don't give me that. Everyone knows about their relationship. They even agreed to meet after lunch. All this is pretty clear to me. How is your sir? Just before leaving, Mr. Shepard excused himself, saying that he had a date waiting for him. Who would that be if not for your slutty friend? Wow, dang. I mean, it's obvious they met in his room, argued, and then she lost her marbles. Well, that contradicts what you said before. You said you weren't paying any attention to him, but it seems to me that you were actually pretty watchful of his every move. Maybe you even dared to follow him after that. For all I know, you're as suspicious as Irene is. Come on, Renko. Listen, don't get me mixed up in your stupid delusions. If you want to fool yourself thinking I'm the murderer, then do as you please. I'm just telling you what I saw and what I think. Understood. Let's go, Astrid. We have all we need here. I'd be careful if I were you. Irene is a psycho. Oh, I would be careful if I were you. Irene is a psycho. You should keep her locked somewhere to prevent more tragedies. If I were you, I would take care to hold my tongue. You could die from your own poison. Hit. Do you really think it was Irene? Don't listen to that sourpuss. She's taking advantage of the situation and using it to shed a bad light on Irene. There's nothing to prove of anything she said. We should keep asking questions about Mr. Shepard's last movements. I think so's true, too. I don't want to mistrust a friend. I'm sure we will find the truth behind all of this if we keep at it. Yeah. I don't want to suspect Irene either, but it's true. She didn't seem very pleased about being ditched so unexpectedly. If the relationship everyone talks about is real, then I wonder how far she would go if driven by jealousy. After all, is heartbreak not one of the most common motives for murder cases? Seems like they wouldn't hurt a fly, but some seem like they wouldn't hurt a fly, but end up committing terrible crimes when they lose their minds. It's hard to know how far one might go, no matter how well you know them. Hey, isn't that the girl from before, the one in the corridor? Yes, there she is. We couldn't ask her about what she saw back then. Let's not waste her chance now. Hey! She looks so happy, despite seeing a murder. ... Do you need anything? Something? Well, we're the ones that found you when you screamed. Oh. Sorry for not recognizing you. I'm sure you understand I wasn't paying much attention to who was nearby, considering the circumstances. Absolutely. That was a quite frightening experience. Do you feel better now? Yes, thank you. I usually keep a cool head, but this was a pretty heavy knockback. I got pretty overwhelmed. I've recovered a little now, though. Glad to hear. I'm Astrid, by the way, and this is Renko. We're sophomores in Mr. Brown's class. My name is Clarice Rossellini. A pleasure. We'd like to ask you about what happened there. I already explained what I know to Miss Marble. That's not a lot I could say, actually. Any detail could be instrumental in understanding this case. Let's see. I was eating lunch here with some friends, and we called Mr. Shepard over to eat with us. He scored a 3-pointer by accepting our offer, and we had nice time chatting with him. We had a nice time. Grammar, come on. Anyway, we had a nice time chatting with him. Then he left just before dessert came because he had to meet with someone. I wanted to talk with him in private too, but I thought that it was better to wait a little so that he could finish what he had to do. And I made a sprint for his room after a bit and knocked on the door. I thought maybe he'd left because nobody answered, but then I saw the door wasn't locked, and I tried to open it. Once I found him inside, I was so scared that my legs gave out. It was like the other team scored a touchdown in the last quarter. 3-pointer. Sprint. Touch who? I couldn't understand half the things you just said. I'm not a sports person. It's sports lingo. You should know those words. It's pretty obvious you don't play any sports. Mens sana. In corpore sano. Right? Yeah, you have it move to be fit. Lingo is just a compliment. The important thing is just to play a sport that gets you in shape. Home run. Goal. Ipon si nage. You have to think of a better catchphrase. That wasn't even bogey level. Just take it step by step. Sorry. What the heck are we doing right now? Well, this is all I can tell you. I'm sorry I can't be more help. Wait, you didn't explain why you wanted to talk with Teach. Oh, right. Don't tell anyone, okay? I've been playing all sorts of sports since I was a kid. My dream is to become pro. Up until now, I've won several tournaments, and I'm proud to be pretty good at every sport I've tried. But recently, I've been going through a little slump with tennis, and I'm not really at my best. If things go on like this, I'm afraid my grant might get revoked, and then I wouldn't be able to keep studying at St. Joachim. Is that why you went to Mr. Shepard to ask him for help? Yeah, he's the one that was going to be the leading the PE department. I thought maybe if I talked to him, he would support me in case things went south. I didn't expect the match to end like that. Miss Marble thinks I might be related to his death somehow. But I just entered the court at the wrong time. I swear by the grave of Babe Zaharias. Okay, let me know, guys, glitches, comments below. Let me know. What the heck were they saying in Latin, and who the heck is Babe Zaharias? I'm not a sports person. I have no idea what they were saying in Latin and what this name is. I have no idea. I have no idea who that is exactly, but I'm pretty sure you had no motive to harm Teach at all. Thank you for telling me what happened. No problem. I just hope the truth comes to light and a fair refereeing is carried out. I'm sure it is. What's important now is to keep our spirits high and not to get disheartened. Set. Bullseye. Men do cotate coat. Keep working at it. Those two wear me out. Ah. So what do we do now? I don't think we're gonna find out much more around here. This seems like a good time to visit the crime scene. Huh? But Miss Marvel said that going near Teach's room is strictly forbidden. She also said we should steer clear of this case, but here we are. We have to get a look inside the cabin. I'm sure there must be some clue that can help us unravel this mystery. Let me get a sip. Murder on the Marine Express. We arrived at Teach's room. The train staff took the body away, but the idea of seeing this place again is putting me on edge. Are you sure you want to go in? There's no other way. I'm pretty sure we'll find a clue inside that will be key to working out who the killer is. We have to be brave. But what if we get caught? Come on, don't chicken out now. If worst comes to worst, I'll take full responsibility. Aw. I'm a little nervous too, actually. No, there's no time to fear. We must find the truth. Let's go. My, what have we here? Oh, never mind. Wrong voice. Huh? Hello, little mouse. Are you trying to sneak in? What, but who is this? She wrapped me in a hug while I was totally off guard. Her perfume is really strong. It's making me lose consciousness. But that sharp gaze reflects the danger I'll be exposed to if I dare to faint. Jeez, that was scary. Are you a friend of Renko's? Friend, my foot! Can you see her predator face? A friend? Oh no. But we can get really friendly if she wants. Ayo. 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 I'm not really into young girls, but I don't mind making an exception. Help me! Help! Please don't tell anyone you saw us. We don't want to get scolded. Good grief. Shepherd Room just doesn't stop getting visitors today. What do you mean? Ooh, pretty. I came back to my cabin after lunch to rest a little, and I noticed some girl going in. Then the body was found sometime later, and everyone started crowding the place. What a ruckus. Wait, are you saying you saw the last person to see Teach before he was murdered? Yes, maybe. That's a fantastic clue. Please tell us what you saw. Should I? I don't even know your names. Why should I tell you anything at all? You're right, sorry. My name is Renko, and this is my friend Astrid. Hi! Hi! She's so happy, look at her. She's so happy. That's better. My name is Christine. A pleasure. Please, tell us all you know about that girl. I will. If you let me have a little nibble on your ear. No, thank you. What a shame. Okay, who is this person? Why does she have so many ginks? Ayo? What a shame. Anyway, there's not much I can do to help. The girl was all the way at the end of the corridor, so I didn't pay much attention to her. I think she was a freshman, but she got into Shepard's room, that's for sure. I heard his voice welcoming her. A freshman? You look pretty interested. Can I ask what this is all for? We're trying to learn more about Teach's murder. We want to know who could do such a terrible thing. Got it. So you are Detective Mice. Then I'll leave you to your inquiries. But if you were to listen to some advice from your senior, it's that there's no use crying over spilt milk. The police will solve this case once we're back on land. You should spend your time enjoying the rest of the trip. Don't you care at all about Mr. Shepard's death? Don't you want the murderer to pay for what they've done? Honestly, I couldn't care less. As I said, it's not our job. Huh? I thought there was actually nice. I thought there was an actually nice person behind that femme fatale acting, but now I see there's only a heartless doll. I'm sorry for bothering you while we waste our time on what we think is morally correct. Look, kiddo, don't try to judge me after 5 minutes of chatting. You got on your high horse real fast, even though we literally met each other only a moment ago. Maybe you should get to know other people better before getting so big-headed and thinking you have the right to condemn their opinions. Especially when they're trying to give advice in good faith. Her eyes are gleaming with a gaze so sharp that my body rejects the thought of giving a reply. She's got me completely paralyzed. I'm sorry. Maybe I went a little too far. It's okay. Don't worry. I like people with a temper. A strong personality makes people taste better. Tasting good? An essential trait for human beings. I mean, depends on what you're tasting. I mean what? Ayo? Well, time to go. Be good and don't get into trouble. Wait, Christine. I can't help but wonder. I know she was far away, but do you remember if the girl was kind of short and long-haired? Yes, I think so, but I can't say for sure. I really wasn't paying much attention. ... I'm gonna go back to my classmates now. Adieu. ... Renko, what you just asked, what were you thinking about? Yeah? Yes, I don't want to suspect Irene, but that's where facts are pointing. All things considered, I think it's only fair that we ask her directly. Not because I think she's guilty, but to clear up our doubts. Irene is our friend. She deserves honesty and an explanation for our concerns. If she didn't have anything to do with this, then we can defend her from any blame in the future. But what if she lies to us to lead us astray? Then in the end, we will learn the truth and she will pay for it. I'm not going to cover up for a murderer, even if she was my friend. Every act has a consequence, right? I know, but even so, it would be really sad if things ended that way. Let's pray it doesn't come to that. Murder on the Marine Express. Oh boy, this won't be a nice meeting. I hope she understands why we're doing this. Ready? Wait, I need to calm myself a little before going in. We're just going to talk. No open heart surgery today. I know, but come on, knock on the door. You're so bossy when you're anxious. Coming! Hey guys, what's up? We want to talk with you for a moment. Would that be okay? Yeah, of course, come in. Hi. Hello there. Whispers. Stop shaking, you goof. Stop. Are you okay? You're looking a bit pale. Yeah, no, it's nothing. Yeah, I'm totally fine. Definitely not. Listen, we have something to ask. Maybe it's good to have Lena here too. Me? What is it? You probably heard about Mr. Shepard already. Yeah, what an awful thing. Could you please tell us what kind of relationship you had with him? Oh, is that all? I know there's a lot of rumors, and I admit I've been spending some time with him lately, so I understand where they came from. But there was nothing going on between us. He was a teacher. A relationship with a student, especially with such an age gap, wouldn't be right. Ayo, cradle robbing? My god. Oof. The only reason we spent time together was because he trusted me to help him with some of the classwork, with tutoring and his job in the PE department. He barely had any time to take care of those things, so he asked me to handle them when I had time. Nothing serious, just monitoring attendance and managing equipment. That is all. So you weren't hurt that he didn't eat with us at lunch as promised? No, of course not. He had no obligation to. He was free to eat with whoever he wanted. I was under the impression that there was something more. You just couldn't stop looking at his table. What do you mean? I won't beat around the bush, and you have every right to be mad if you think I'm being disrespectful. Me and Astrid have been looking for clues about who could have killed Mr. Shepard. People think that you are the one who murdered him, driven by a fit of jealousy. And, to be honest, we have yet to find anything going against that idea. You could even say that it's the one that best fits with the facts we have at hand. So that's why we are here, to make sure you weren't involved in the crime. I'd never do something like that. I'd never hurt anyone. It's true, it wasn't Irene. I know. I want to believe you. That's why we're here. We need you to explain what you did after lunch, so we can cross you off the suspect list. Do we have a suspect list? It was just a figure of speech. Don't ruin the mood. I know it may be hard to believe after everything you said, but I agreed to meet with Teach, to talk about some of the activities our class would do during and after the trip. Since there was some time before our meeting, I took a shower to relax a little. I heard all the commotion as I got out, and that's when I learned about what happened. Can Lena confirm this? No, I came to the dining hall to save us some seats for the panel at 3 p.m. I left Irene just as she got into the shower. That means you have no one to validate your alibi. No, I suppose not. Darn, that makes things more complicated. Oh, don't worry, we believe what you're saying. What can we do? Well, this is not the best of scenarios. Right now we don't have anything to prove Irene's innocence, but luckily the only evidence against her is circumstantial, so any accusations would be pointless. As it is, there's just gossip and vague feelings, so she is only as guilty as we ourselves could be. Our goal right now should be to find any leads that take us in a different direction. Should we keep asking the other girls for new pieces of information? Nah, I don't think we get anything. Ah! Oh. Okay, note to self, read a little faster so that, just in case that happens. That came from nearby! Can't we go 24 hours without someone trying to give us a heart attack for Pete's sake? There's some girls gathered in front of the restroom. Don't tell me! Hey, what happened? Was anyone hurt? No, it was just a friend of mine found a knife covered in blood inside the trash can. Could it be? Let me see that. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's a knife. Yeah, that's blood. Yeah, the knife and the stain. The blade and the stain match Teach's wound. I'm almost sure this is the murder weapon. How awful. We have to report this to Mr. Brown. He'll know what to do. More ruckus. Don't we have enough problems at the moment? Deja vu. I've been in this place before. Miss Marble! You again? Do you always have to be in the most troublesome places? I assure you, if there's anything we're trying to avoid, it's that. Though so far we haven't been very successful. What is it now? A girl just found this knife in the trash can. The size and the stain suggest that it's the same weapon used to stab Mr. Shepard. Darn. Frank, where's that goof when you need him? Listen, I'll take care of this. You two need to stop meddling around and go back to the dining hall. This is none of your business. But we are... No ifs, ands, or buts. I have enough problems right now. We should probably go. Girls, are you okay? What happened? They found the knife Mr. Shepard was murdered with. It was in the trash can. Oh my. But seems like a strange place to dispose of a weapon. I think the killer might have thrown it in here in a rush so as not to be stand out. We should ask if someone saw anybody coming around here at the time. Hey, Renko. Everybody's looking at Irene. Her cabin is just next door. I can't imagine what everyone's thinking. This will definitely add fuel to the fire. Actually, it's almost dinner time. We should get back and look for a seat. See you there. Ooh boy, things are getting spicy. Murder on the Marine Express. Things don't look promising. Right now we managed to clear things up with Irene. Right when we managed to clear things with Irene, the murder weapon is found just next to her room. If there was still anybody defending her, I'm sure they're second guessing themselves thanks to this new development. The dinner's gonna be a bit awkward. Everyone seems sure that Irene is the culprit. It's gonna be near impossible to convince them otherwise unless we do something soon. So what's your plan? Well, we were interrupted before, but I think our top priority right now should be to do whatever it takes to sneak in Mr. Shepard's cabin. Huh? You still want to go in? I'm sure there's some sort of clue in there that could lead us to the killer. Nobody will miss us if we go now. Let's make the most of the opportunity. Why? Why not when we were about to go and eat? Boo-hoo-hoo. Crying emoji. Come on, stop your whining. Follow me. This time we're going in for real. Are you ready? This reminds me of the time Bloomin' Papa was investigating who ate the apple pie that Bloomin' Mama had just cooked. I was wondering when you would bring up Bloomin's again. Hey, I'm being serious. It was quite a mystery, you know? Oh, yeah, how'd it end? He actually ate it himself before taking a nap and completely forgot. Classic Bloomin' Papa. Are you implying that we're the murderers here? Of course not. That would be highly anticlimactic. Besides, I'm a little forgetful, sure, but I'd absolutely remember if I killed someone. Especially the way I did it. Sometimes you say the darkest things without even realizing. What do you mean? Doesn't matter. Let's go in. Oh boy, yep, there's still blood on that blanket. We're finally inside. We have to make the most of this visit. Irene's fate depends on it. Let's be fast. We don't have much time. Wake up. What are you doing just standing there? I don't know. It feels like something's missing. Something's missing? I feel like things aren't the same as when we were in here last. Don't get cryptic on me. They probably just rummaged around a little when they took Teach's body away. Let's start searching already. Yeah, that must be it. Huh. Truth be told, I actually don't remember most of what happens. I know who the culprit is, obviously. I know how it ends. But... oh, okay, I think I remember now. Okay. I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, that seems familiar. No cheating and going back to the last episode to check. No cheating. Figure it out yourself. Nothing here. Did you find anything? No, nothing useful. What now? I guess we'll have to give up. Time to accept defeat and think about a new line of investigation. Let's get out of here for now. Last thing we want is to get caught. Togawa! Yikes. I take my eyes off you for 1 second, and you vanish without a word. I'm fed up with you two. What the heck are you doing in there? Well... fuck. I've told you over and over to stop meddling. This incident is serious enough on its own. We don't need you to keep sticking your nose everywhere and contaminating the crime scene. Have you lost your minds? You don't understand, Miss Marble. We have been investigating and learned a lot about Mr. Shepard's last movements. Huh? It's true. We talked with some of the students and they told us their statements about what they saw after lunch. Then you have information of interest. Is that what you're saying? I don't know if you'll find it to be relevant or not, but I think it might help us solve the mystery. Okay, I'm going to do my best to contain the violent thoughts I'm having right now. And listen to what you had to say. It looks more like curiosity is more powerful than fury. We'll have to spill the beans to get out of this one. Okay, let's see. First, Clarice Rosalini told us that Mr. Shepard agreed to meet with someone after lunch. Knowing that he was busy, she decided to wait for him to finish his business before going. She knocked on the door, then went in when she realized this was open, finding the body inside. I know that already, she told me that herself. Is that all you have to say? Actually, another senior seems to have seen the person Mr. Shepard met with. Since there was so little time between the meeting and Clarice arriving at the cabin, there's a good chance that this person was the last one to see Shepard alive, and also that they are the one who killed him. She was a freshman, it seems. Wait, this is so shocking. If she was a freshman, that takes a lot of names off the list. Are you suggesting you know who the last person to go into Lawrence's room was? We don't know for sure, but it seems like it was our friend Irene Baker. We know they had plans to meet and talk, not to meet to talk. I mean, I guess it's grammar. I'll double check this one on the grammar later. We know they had plans to meet to talk about some of the activities their class would be doing as part of the trip. However, she claims that she was taking a shower at the time of the murder and hadn't yet gone to meet him. There is nobody to back up her alibi, but we want to believe what she's saying. She's our friend, and we know she'd never do anything like that. So the last person to go into Mr. Shepard's room had to be someone else. Understood. That's a lot to mull over. I'll let you go this time, but I don't want to have to repeat myself again about meddling in this. Have I made myself clear? Yes, ma'am. Now, go back to your room. It'll be lights out soon. Did we do the right thing telling her about Irene? We didn't have a choice. Lying wasn't an option. I just hope this doesn't make things more difficult than they already are. By the way, I hate you now. Huh? You mean because of the scolding? Sorry, I know I said I would take responsibility, but... No, not that. Because you made us miss dinner. That's what you're pissed about? Sorry, I have cookies in our room. You can have them if you want. I most certainly will. I'm not going to leave you a single one. Come on, let's go. A murdered teacher, a friend under suspicion. We thought things were ugly enough, but the worst is yet to come. The next day had even more unpleasant surprises waiting for us. It was the worst and most frustrating day of my life so far. And that... Oh? And that is where we are going to call it a part. Oh boy, things are getting spicy. We found the knife. We accused one of our best friends. Everyone seems to think it's her. We know for sure it's a freshman. The teacher is mad at us for, you know, investigating. Oh, things are picking up. Things are picking up. What tragedy? What is the next thing to happen? Find out next time on episode 3 of Murder on the Marine Express. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, comments in the description below. There's Twitter, TikTok, etc., 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 blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you around next time, glitches. Cliffhanger! Bye-bye! Cliffhanger.